Are we?
I don't know. In theory, we're live. Oh, I forgot. I've got my Yoda blanket on the back of my chair, and so part of it's turning invisible. I forgot.
Yeah, you're live because the commercials are playing.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So happy that they're willing to advertise on my thing for me. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying. Just saying. Alrighty, so... Alright, in between last episode and this episode, we reached our quota and bought a Terra coil. So we now basically have power absolutely everywhere. We don't need power lines anywhere. Which is also funny because all these ones are like... I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I'm crazy. It's all good.
And your audio sounds good.
My audio does sound good? Good. Good.
Yep.
Good. Now I can start saving up for stuff like really awesome suits of armor and stuff. Is the music to voice ratio pretty good as well?
One sec, let me unmute the stream.
Give me a rundown on that thought.
No, I'm pretty good. If you bump your overall up, you should be you'll be good.
Bump it overall up? I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll let me from this spot. I'd have to edit more to do that. I just don't want the music to be screaming in my ear the whole time. There. Turned it down just a hair. There we go.
That should be good then.
Alrighty. Anywho, so the plan at this point is I want to start actually setting up the base to do its job now. Now that we've like basically done all of the hard stuff, you know. We have all the resources automated and everything. We need to start setting up some trains at some point. The trains will come soon. Part of the fun is that we have this disgusting pollution cloud right now, which is because of those drills that we're using. Really fast, really good, but they pollute like a crazy person.
Like a chain smoking yacht.
Sure. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's see here. Now, I wanted to set up a couple things right here. Let's run up. And then run over. Like that. Because this... Alright, here we go. This is going to open up our road. And then we're going to put some bits here. Safe and sound. Alright. Let's dump that and that and that and that. Some gold. Those two pipes, I don't need those. 500 yellers. Oh yeah, I need to start using the iron plates. Super fun. Super, super fun.
For the terrain? I mean the ground?
Well, yeah, they let you... Like here. Whoa. Is that cool or what?
I think you got a good start for your just free play.
Hey.
Like on there.
Hey, come here.
Yes, you did.
No, it's pretty cool though. Like literally, you can type whatever you want, and then you just drag it out, and it spells it for you. So it's like, oh, it's convenient.
To give it a shot here. Does it have a limit on the size it will do?
Well, there's two different sizes of print. There's the big print and the little print. Large plates and little plates. And then you can literally, so like basically you can either manually pick the letter or whatever, or you can just type it out in the box in the bottom, and then you just click and drag, and as it places it, it'll spell it out for you. So kind of cool.
That makes life pretty easy then.
Oh yeah. At this point, we're just building our giant city. Because we've got the basis starting point here. The only problem with it at this point is that this is not passing 8 through at a time.
I think it drops down to 4 because of the internal working.
It is, which is what I'm looking at. I'm trying to decide if I want to rip it up again, and because this was me trying to do a more compact version, which works, but the problem with it is that it's not, it doesn't, the throughput, the input is 8, the output is 8, but the internal is 4, which means it's not as good as it could be. So I just chopped it off on the inside. So it's probably
Now, are
going to
the bigger
stop
warehouses
feeding. There we go.
bigger than the square warehouses?
As far as what they hold, I don't know. I am not 100% on that. We will find out soon, though. But the main thing is I was trying this setup to see if I liked it, and I don't. The other way would pass 8 in to 8 out. And the internal side was 8 as well. That was the one where it kind of looked like a hexagonal pattern all the way up. And so I just pulled the plugs on the inside, and I'm going to let all of this ore drain out. And once it's all drained out, or at least drained to the bottom, then we will go from there. And I'll just rebuild it the normal way. I was just trying to see if I could do it in a different pattern, and it's not working out that way. But that's okay. Which reminds me, I need to shut off copper too while we're at it. The problem with copper is quite a bit full at the moment compared to iron. Because yeah, the starting block is correct. But from here we then pull out 8, going to 2 different boxes, and then it trickles down and then connects back at 8. So the problem is I have no idea how much ore is actually in here. A decent chunk of ore is in here. And is it backed up? It's not currently doing anything. Copper is not.
Yeah, copper is currently,
Fine.
I don't think it's moving anything in.
We'll move it, or we'll unlock this chest and let it go through. Also, oh yeah, each one of these holds 1 mil. How much does... Oh. Oh. That is...
Those aren't good-os.
That is... Well, no, it's a... I just discovered something. Oh. They are significantly larger. The little warehouses that I'm using hold 400k. The big ones hold 1 mil.
And those will fit inside the Factorio storage buildings?
Well, like... Hang on. 500k if it's ore. In here, we're dealing with 200k if it's ore. So double, almost triple for this big warehouse that we're looking at versus the little one. It's double, almost triple. But that makes sense because if you look at the scale of them.
Yeah.
Which means, technically, if we fed into a big one, if at the top we had a giant big one or whatever, and then had the big one then feed out into all the other ones, we could technically do the same like setup as this, but have it be based off of the 8 in, 8 out, because it could handle 8 in, 8 out. Because it's bigger. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that means I need a lot of them. I got 9 on me. Here, let's go right here and cut that off for a minute.
No, give it back.
Or... It's not like there's a ton there anyway. Whatever. We'll just let this drain out. That's what we'll do. We'll just let this complete... I'll just leave this alone for like forever and come back and it'll be drained. And then we'll go from there.
The iron or...
The copper has a problem because if you look at it, it's halfway full.
Yeah.
To right here is full. And then right here is where it's... Oh. No, you're not full. You're full. Or just about, yeah. But I've cut it off so that no more is feeding into it. And then we'll go from there. I might try to just go with the bigger blocks just because they can handle the higher doses of ore. Problem is this one's got that much in it. If I were to put the big one in... You know what? Here, let's do it this way. Let's let's cut these guys off right here. Hey Wrath, how you doing, man? You're not really late.
You're early, in fact. We might say.
Sort of. I started an hour late, so. But that's because I kind of wanted to. Something to the effect of that was when I woke up. So I'm like, oh yeah. New haircut? I've always had this haircut. Super short. Well, yeah, I guess it is a new haircut, yeah. Last time you saw me, I had a mop on my head. Usually I'm wearing my beanie, which is why you can't tell the difference. But yeah, yes, this is a new haircut, technically. I think resource management is probably my favorite part of this game versus actual, like, statistically setting stuff up, or like the base and science side. I do it because I need to, but ultimately I really enjoy doing like the logistics side of like moving massive amounts of resource. That's the part I enjoy most.
That's so cool.
Who am I with right now? Everybody, this is Lost.
Yes. I'm a bit lost.
Lost is hanging with us today. At least for a little bit. Until he decides to abandon me. So, what's the plan? Are they just coming for dinner and then they're leaving? Or are they coming for dinner and staying
for the weekend?
Staying for the weekend?
Yeah.
So, are you gonna not be able to play while they're there? Or...
No, I should be able to play for a bit.
Okay.
It's just a question of whether or not I can break away from the family.
Right. Is it going to be... So who all is coming? Is it all of your family or just some of them?
Folks, sister, little brother's staying up north. So.
Okay. I'm just trying to decide if they're like staying at your house and then are going to be there for the weekend, or if they're just in town for the weekend kind of thing.
They're staying.
Ah. Okay. Well, we'll work with it.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. But
if
yeah,
not,
I'm totally gonna redo this with the bigger ones, because the main thing is these guys are limited by size. We can only run a maximum of 6 in and 6 out at any time, with them being this close together. The larger chests, though, the larger ones, we can run, I think it's 21 or something. So technically, I can have 8 in and 8 out. Piece of cake. And part of the goal is, as you finish off the iron back here, this iron patch, we will then be able to...
backed up.
Well, yeah, it's not going to move for a minute till I let this finish draining in here. Once it finishes draining in here, then we'll be good. Okay, hang on. That explains a lot right there. That's the other issue with this, is that it's... With them being touching like this, there is inconsistencies in the direction that the arrows are. But that looks much better. Yeah, that looks much better. Right up here, 2 of these were backwards. And because they were backwards, like, the top 4 or 5 weren't... They were only doing half or maybe a quarter, because it was trying to backfeed into itself. Like, if they were switched like this.
Yeah, and I found a couple like that, too, already.
But yeah, so they were like that, so we were only getting like a quarter. But yeah, there we go. That'll fix that. And we'll just let these drain out. It's gonna take a minute. So we'll leave those, let that drain out. Even once the very, very top ones are drained out, I can then throw down the giant chests and we can go from there. In fact, here, let's just so we can get more out of this top chest. Because once the top chest and then the next one downs are gone... Woo, whoops, that was my bad. We'll be able to move a lot more resource. There. So that'll let this one way drain quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, much faster. But we'll just get all these emptied out and good to go. Can I sneak one over here as well? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to set these up to move the resources that I want. I'm trying to move vast amounts of resources while store vast amounts of resources. The secret that we just discovered is that the giant warehouses store 2.5 times the amount of the little warehouses, which makes sense because they're like 2.5 times bigger. But the main thing that they're going to do is these ones are limited by how many sides are on them. There's only 6 per side, which means if you want 8, if I want to have 8 going in and 8 going out, I have to make this like hexagonal grid down to like accommodate for that. Versus these giant ones are so big that I can literally throw like 8 in and 8 out on one side if I needed to. They're so big. They don't rotate though, so we are a little more limited by the size and shape, but that's okay.
Well, I think we got a few set up outside if they want to see a difference between them.
Well, yeah, just like this. I mean, we can have vast amounts in and out.
Yeah.
Did we ever calculate how big these big ones are? Like how tall they are?
No.
Because they're... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're 14. 14 on a side.
Yep.
So that'll make it a lot easier. And then it's 14, and then I think it's
12.
12 across the bottom. Yeah,
yep.
So they're much bigger. But yeah, they're big. 14 by 12?
Yep.
That doesn't make sense. They look way more...
Because they stick out because of the...
It's the graphic, isn't it? Yeah. All right, fine. Maybe they are. Maybe they are. I sent an invite to Devlin to see if he wanted to join us today, but he did not respond back, so we might not see Devlin today. He was playing Warframe, and I was like, hey, you should come play with us, and he's just like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm like, oh. Alright, how are we doing in here? I would almost put one of the giant warehouses in here just because it would hold so much more, but hey, these still hold a lot. But yeah, the main thing that we're dealing with on this side is if you look, we're only feeding 4 into the last chest, which means unless it is backed up, we're not getting the output that we want. Because we have 4 going in, 8 going out, it's prioritizing the diagonal side. I don't know why it does that, but it always does. So it prioritizes the diagonal side, which means the left side is always going to be pretty much fully fueled and fed. The right side will not unless the left side is backed up. And that's the problem. That's why we're redoing the structuring here. It was an idea, we threw it down, gave it a go, didn't like it, so we're going to redo it. I've done the math. These big ones are 4 2/3 bigger than the small ones, so technically the smaller has a better ratio. It has a better ratio, but it's not as good at...
bandwidth.
Yeah, it doesn't have as good of bandwidth as far as space. So like it's a better ratio of like how much it holds versus the size of it, but we're limited by the throughput on it. It's the same difference with like these little ones. Like a single steel chest holds, you know, a decent amount of items, 48 stacks for a 1x1 square. Or these ones.
They can only shove in one on each, up to 4 sides.
Right, and then the storehouse is a 3x3 with 150, and then 800 by 6x6, and then 2,000 by, and then whatever the dimension was, 12 by 14 or whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna redo that. That way we can at any given time have 8 going in and 8 happily going out. That is the plan. And this time I'm gonna build it from the top down instead of the bottom up, I think. Actually, here, hang on. Let me do... Where's the last place that we actually see ore? Here?
Yeah, for the iron.
If I shut it off right there... Yeah, this one's going to have a little bit more, that's right. So we'll let this one drain out. And then the rest of these should empty completely here in a minute, once this one drains out here. Yeah, that's going to take a minute. We'll let that one do its thing. Does that one have any problems with its through? No, it's fine. Okay, so let me start ripping up here. I just realized that unlike the copper, the iron is heavy on the top versus the copper, it's heavy on the bottom. So we're going to rip this up here. And you're in here, so your bots are going to steal half of the crap, but that's okay. As long as you stay in here to help me put it back together, that's all that counts. Or all that matters. Okay.
Or at least throw it in, hide it somewhere.
That's true. But yeah, literally we're waiting on this left chest, which has 5k in it. Once that one runs out, then the entire warehouse will empty. Like the entire, all of this, once this one is empty, will completely empty out here in a second. And then we can rebuild it using the giant warehouses. I'll one-up your little, I'm going to pull out 6 items. I'll yank out that entire chunk. And then you can just feed those straight down in. Alright, so that one had a little extra, apparently. Okay, so at this point, we can now rip out here. And then the top is still at least draining down to this one chest on the right. These 2 chests on the right are going to fill up. And then these top 3
do you have any extra blue belts on you?
Blue belts?
Yeah.
I have 600. Where are you at?
Right there.
Oh, stop moving. Trying to click on you. There you go, see? And this is us running out completely here.
Yay!
Alright, so let's grab from here down to there, and your bots are gonna jump in, because this is a lot. What are you doing?
Getting the ones that are hiding in the top still?
Well, the whole point was I was gonna redo the bottom and then feed the top into the bottom.
Oh, I was just trying to empty out everything.
I mean, technically, yeah, we can go that route and hurry and empty it that way. I was just going to hurry and set up the bottom, redo the bottom, and then feed into it from there. But hey, we can do it this way first. That's fine. I need to look at dimensions of this bad boy to determine how we're going to set him up. Because if we set this guy up like that... Because here's the issue I'm going to be running into.
Something is getting munched on.
Yeah, one turret,
Right,
one wall out there is doing something. Whoop. I'd actually want this guy. Come on. Sorry if my coordination is a little slower than usual. I just woke up. Might be 3 in the afternoon. I just woke up. It's what happens with my sleep patterns. I've got really, really bad insomnia. And so what happens is I will be like running at 100% for a really, really long time. And then once I actually slow down, I like pass out and crash. So, okay, you guys gotta calm down.
Oh, they were feeding in still?
Yeah, well, it was just I had them running directly across the top of it. Which is fine, it was just doing its thing. I would still want it to be right dead center. I would just have it be down 2 to start off. It'll work. Hey, Dutch Minecrafter, how you doing, man? Are you just gonna keep feeding down in until we run out of slots to feed into it?
Yeah.
Oh, and you've got these turned around the other way now. Lovely. Yeah, it's still a lot of ore. We gotta move there. Whoop.
Collision.
Whoop. Hey, we might actually have a solid output. What are we doing right now? So basically what we're doing right now is we were experimenting with a storage method. Yeah, we're currently emptying out all the ore. Basically what happened is we have 8 inputs in to this Factorio 2 building. We have 8 in, 8 out. And the normal one that I usually do is a bunch of these ones. Like here, let me build one for you real quick so you can see what it looks like. Normally it looks like, here we go, something to the effect of this. It usually looks like this. If I can set it up here real fast. Usually this is how we have it set up. So it's like this, and then you just blueprint it in. So let me... Oh, except for I have it one too close. That's right. Oh well. But anyway, basically you have it like that, and then you have it so you have all 8 dropping into one chest at the very top, or one of these warehouses at the very top. And then from that one, you then have 8 going out, 4 on each side. So you'll have like 2 here and then 2 on the bottom on each corner coming out. I put these too close by accident, but anyway. Basically you have it set up so that all 8 go in, and then all 8 of it slowly trickles down the entire... It's like a giant like pattern. It's this giant like zigzag pattern down to the very bottom, and then goes out. It works great. The problem is it's a little heavy on the space. Like you can only have so many warehouses in the space before you run out. And so what we were trying to do is we were trying to do something, and I'll step in the other one to show you real fast. What we were doing was we went with a different pattern, but it has a problem. We tried this pattern just to see, because it's very, very... You can store a crap ton of ore in this building. Problem is, you have 8 coming in, 8 going out, but you only have 4 belts worth transferring at any given time from the inside to the inside. And so basically it's like having a giant hose on the outside, a giant hose on the other outside, and then a tiny little hose on the inside for your pressure. And so you end up having way too much coming in and like a trickle coming out because the inside restricts it down so bad. And so we're trying to fix that. And what we discovered is we have 2 different mods installed that add warehouses. One is the warehousing mod, the other one is Darkstar Utilities. Darkstar Utilities adds these giant warehouses, which are bigger, much, much bigger. The little ones are a 6x6 square. These ones are a 12x14 square, something like that. Much, much bigger. Which is awesome. They also store, like, ore-wise, one of these holds... none of those are full. These ones will store... I don't think any of these are full. Hang on. And those are plates. Hang on, let me check over here. Yeah, 200k. You can get 200k per little... 200k in ore per little chest. We have a mod that makes it so that we can have... Our stacks are bigger. Instead of 50, they're 250 a stack. But so each one of these will hold 200k. Normally, I think it's 65k if it's not modded up higher. But anyway, so it's 250k per. What's the speed of the green belts? Much faster. 83 an item.
Speed.
83 versus 45. The big thing is that these are green V6 or V3 belts. The V3 belts can go... I can't remember what it is. They have a really, really long reach, which is why we're using them. It's why we're able to set them up over here and have them come out over here. But yeah, the green are a faster belt. The green are the 3rd fastest belt that my mods add. The problem is, pardon me, one of the mods I add, Darkstar, adds 2 more tiers of belts, but doesn't add any of the pieces for it. So it's like, here you have TerraTech transport belts and TerraTech transport belts MK2s, but there's no pieces to it. So it's not like we can come over here and be like, oh, well, we're going to have a TerraTech splitter. Doesn't exist. At least not at this point in the mod. It's something they need to add. But yeah, those ones are really, really fast. Like insanely fast. At the moment, we're just hurrying to empty out in here, and then we're going to rebuild it. And I've already got part of the design in my head. So why don't you use the same system? Have 8 blue inputs and green transfers, and then 8 outputs. We could do that, the main thing I want to do is I just want to... I'm trying to discover a, like, tighter way of building it so that we can have more ore per MK3 building. That's the thing at this point. Because these are the Factorio 2 MK3 buildings. I want to have more ore per building than my usual blueprint. I'm trying to remember, do I have a blueprint of it right now, or did I delete it? I think I... Oh! This is technically it, right here. This blueprint right here is technically an 8 in, 8 out. But it's missing the warehouses because I don't have the... Because I removed the warehouse mod and then put it back on. And when I did that, it pulled the warehouses out of the blueprints. So that's why it's not there. How are we doing up here? Lost? Are we almost done?
Oh, we're moving pretty quick.
As fast as we can,
This
right?
one's down to 22.
You can place buildings inside of buildings. Right. But that gets messy. And that's part of the problem. I don't want it to get messy. I don't need it to be that compact. That's the main thing.
Buildingception again.
Buildingceptions. Yeah, I tried to do one where my entire base was inside of one building. Kind of worked, kind of didn't. It was really hard with the to be fair, I didn't try it with the Factorio 2. I tried it with Factorio 1. Probably could handle it now. The problem is you can technically run your entire base inside of one building with only 2 layers deeper inside of it with buildings. That's as deep as you ever need to go. But it's super annoying to like keep track of where everything's going. Super annoying. You end up with one giant building and you have like one entire wall coming in with iron, one entire wall coming out with coal, or one entire iron, a half of one is copper, a half of one is oil, and then your outputs are like across the top and bottom. And you have like you end up with a building like right here, and you end up with a building here, a building here. This one processes your copper, all the iron comes over here and gets processed in this one, and then inside of the iron processing building comes out one that's popping out like rocket ship parts and stuff, and then right next to it is a building running like oil, and then right next to that one is another building running copper, which then feeds over into these other 2 buildings. It's really, really, really heinous. Doable, very heinous.
It gets crazy quickly too.
Yeah. Trying to remember where you put what and then what goes where, you're like tilting your head sideways, trying not to lose your mind. Okay, quick thought here. How about we don't have that? Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that one had more in it, so I was trying to dump it all into one.
Well, they're about even now, so that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. And literally, these 2 are sitting right where... Actually, here, let me try it this way. Let's say we went... I'm currently using blue belts, yes. And the reason why is the loaders, the express loaders we're using are blue, and we don't currently have access to green yet. Green, for some reason, cannot be bought by the black market mod, and so we're stuck with blue until we can manufacture green. But in order to manufacture green, we have to be all the way up to purple science. So, and science has not been something we've been focusing on too hard, at least not at the moment. The question is, do I want to try something like this?
It works.
It'd be 6 like that. The other question is, would it be smarter to... Ooh, yeah. How much ore did you end up dumping in? The other thought is, what if I do...
Why are you feeding it in?
I'm just
Never
feeding,
mind.
just emptying.
I realized what you did.
Just lost his mind. And your bots jacked my crap. My head.
What do you want back?
I'm just complaining. Hang on. This would give me 2 for 6 and 2. Let's try that. So we're gonna do So if I do it this way, then I can put a big building here, and then here, and then I can then move on to the next layer. Yeah, I like it. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to go in. Then you get that one, and you get that one. Just like that. And here's the reason why. I'm gonna initially feed them into this building, because this building is still smaller. The main thing is I'm trying to not waste as much of this. Like, if I did this one first, I would be wasting that entire area right through here. If I did it that way first. But instead I can set this up like this. And I gotta line this up right. Where do I want it? Right about there? Let's try that. Because that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. It'd be 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Except for that's still in the way by 1. Okay, so this building needs to go... This guy needs to go down 1. Like that. Because that way I can go... Oh. Here. Let me set this side up first.
Okay.
So we got 4 and 4. We got 4 there. 4 there. And then this guy is right there. Okay. That will set me up with 8 initially. So then we can go in. Did you cut off my stuff up here, dude? You touching my stuff? Or did I just never finish it? Maybe I just never finished it.
You never finished it.
Okay, so that goes there.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. See, that way, instead of me putting the first one here and having all of this area be wasted, this is going to be a little more efficient. Now we're literally just waiting for these two to run out. Once these two run out, I can throw the next building in right there and just plug it across. The next one will basically be touching, next one will be touching, and then it'll be one off or whatever, and then all the way across and all the way down. I'm not sure how many we're going to end up getting in here, though. Because it's going to end up being like kind of like that. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, my bad, my bad. Clicked on the wrong one. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nothing. I will deny everything. Will you stop swapping the ore back and forth between these two?
Okay.
You realize the left one has less than the right, correct?
I'm pulling from the left into the right.
Right, but I need both of them empty.
Faster for you.
That only kind of makes it faster. Because if you dump it into the right one, I still need the right one gone too. If both of them are draining instead of one draining into the other. You're causing me stress, Lost. If both of them are emptying at the same time, then they will both be empty at the same time. Instead of one being empty first, and then me still having to wait 5 minutes on the other one. You know? Anyway. So yeah, at this point, we're going to end up having one right here in the middle, one touching it, and then probably one more touching it. And I'll have to really... Hang on. Where's my blueprint? Let me look at this real quick. This blueprint would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, hang on. Math. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 times... Okay, this is math. Where's my calculator? Calculator. Okay, so this we're dealing with 25, and each one of these holds... What was it, 200,000? Oh my gosh, the Dutch Minecrafter has followed. I forget how many. Is it 2,000 or 20,000 per on these? 200k. All right, so it's 25 times 200k. Yeah. Okay, so my original plan, my original floor plan would hold 5 million ore. Okay? So the new ones hold... Hang on. I don't think I have a single one of these that's completely full. Is this completely full? No, you're not completely full. What about... I need one that's completely full of ore is the problem. Gosh dang it. Really ready for that mod to get updated. What's this one hold? 500k per. Okay. 500k per? Holy cow. So then we're going to divide that by 500k. Yeah, this is going to be hold much more. I will need to only have 10 of these bigger warehouses in this building to hold more ore than my other system. My other one that I had set up. How are we doing here? We're getting there. But yeah, basically, if I can fit 10 of these big warehouses in here, I will hold as much as the other one. And looking at this, I can probably hold... probably 4 per layer, so that'd be 4, 8, 12, and then 2 of the little ones. So that's quite a bit. That's going to be about 100,000 more. A little over 140,000 more. No. It's math. Don't ask me. Math is math. So one of your things here doesn't go anywhere.
I realized that.
I'm looking, I'm like, wow, one of those is really not moving. But hey, that works. Two little ones for in out. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little one for an in and a little one for an out. Yep. I think that will be the easiest way. Mainly because putting a little one right here, like, if you look at it, if I had put a big one right here, there would be a sliver of just wasted space right here for the other half of the big building. That's why I did the little building, because the little building uses exactly as much space as it's going to need, and then I can immediately throw the first big building. That's the plan. As soon as this one's done, which it's getting there, we will then be able to set up the big buildings, the big warehouses, all the way down, which will be awesome. But yeah, the main issue we were having was this right here. We weren't feeding both of these, because if you look at them on the inside, these guys are only taking 4 in per side. So this one's taking in 4, because it only has 4 ins. It has 8 outs for ore, but it only has 4 ins. Or it has 8 out plates, but 4 in for ore. And then the other one here next to it was doing the same, except for on the other side. But the issue we were having is we weren't able to feed... We were feeding 8 in, 8 out, but only 4 across in the middle, and that was making it so one side would be full and the other side would be empty. And this is going to change that once we finish this one last warehouse here. I have I have a present for you, Lost. Have 2,000 circuits.
Circuits?
Yeah. I'm just looking at my inventory and it's full of crap. I'm like, oh my heck. Everybody jokes about how messy my inventory always is. I always have way too much crap in my inventory. And periodically I rage about it and then I go find a place to dump it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got all this ore I gotta deal with. Yeah, this one is going to be a problem, sadly.
If you let people kill you once in a while, you definitely would have an empty inventory.
It's true. If you're using productivity modules, it doesn't really matter if you have different in to output. Kind of. The biggest issue... Yeah, on that side it doesn't matter. On the inside it does. Oh, that reminds me. I put an array in this one. A basic beacon MK2 in this one. And I didn't put one on the other side.
Yes, it's now empty.
Is it? Yeah, see, we're down to 14 megawatts in this building right now. And all of these are running... Oh, yeah, they're currently minus 32 instead of minus 80. That's right. It's because I was saving up. I didn't have the money for it. I need... Here. What's in here at the moment? Mod efficiency level 3s. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's my next big project that I'm saving up for. It's a world. It's a world. Whatever the heck it's called. It's a world RoboPort. Hang on a second. That tab. And we're looking for modules. Problem is, these are expensive. Minus 80% consumption. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, 1. And we're at minus 4%. 2. Minus 36%. 3. Minus 68%. Ah. Ain't the world RoboPort OP? Yes, but it cost $1 billion, so yeah. Something you'll find is a lot of the things we play with are OP, but they cost an arm and a leg and your first unborn child. So, in the long run, it pans out fairly decent, fairly okay.
I mean, has the first child ever turned out that good?
I'm sure a lot of first children would claim that they turned out quite good, but, you know. But that's a biased opinion, so we can't trust it. Okay. Is this 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay. So that's 1. Now I want at least 3 in between if I can help it. Okay, so that's touching. 5. Let's calm this down for a second. Because we're dealing with one problem here. And I need to see if it's something that we can fix or not. Because we're using this just about as efficient as we can. So here's the question. Is it possible... Well, first off, how much would we gain from it? This is if we give... Oh, these are touching. We would need to get it 2 closer. Holy cow, that fills up super fast. Problem is I want a 4th one in here if I can help it, but they have to be touching, which the middle ones will be, and that's fine, but it's going to cost me 1, so I would end up with 4, and then that would put me at exactly 10. It'd be the exact same as the other one, except for this would be technically a little bit cleaner. If I move these further over, that gives me no bonus effect on that side. If I had this entire thing slid down by... Gotta calm this down because I might be moving some of these, and that's a lot of ore I don't want to have to move right now.
And there's more coming in.
I just cut that off. If I put this further over, that has 0 effect on the actual fill here. Okay. If I had this guy down 1 or 2, okay, so that's the next question. Okay, that looks like it needs 1 more. So if I do 1 more... Oh, nope, nope. Still not right. It needs to go down 1 more even further. Okay, so that would be enough there. But that would give me enough for 1 layer there, and then... And I would need 2 more. Which I can have. Kind of. It's really close, but it's not quite going to fit. It's It's very close, but not quite right. Now, ultimately, if I just stuck one MK3 building on the inside, that would do it. But I don't want to do that if I can help it. I'd rather not. Why not just feed directly into the top of each building and have 4 buildings with 2 inputs and 2 outputs each all the way down? I mean, we could do that. That would technically work. And that is one of the options. In fact, I've done that before, or something similar to that before. Here, let me do this real quick. I'm going to rip up... Because there's a math to it if you do it that way, and I gotta remember here. Okay. Let's calm these down for a minute. But yeah, I do like your idea. I do like your idea. We're gonna mess with it and see how clean it looks here in a minute. Because we want to make sure we have enough space to do this, though. Okay, so with what you're implying, which is a good idea, I like it, we would need to rip up, like, right here, for example. And, except for I'm going to put them like that, because I don't want them actually filling the chest up yet. Oh, that one's full of ore. Lovely. Essentially, what we would do is we would put a building right there like that. And then from here, we would go another building. And then from here, we would go... That would get us our 12. Yeah, doing it this way would get the 12. Like that. And then this one I could then have a 2 output that would dump into this. You wouldn't have a small warehouse buffer, but it would be easier to clean up and less hectic. Yeah, I do like that idea. Is there a link to all the mods download other than the mod name only? I do not. I do not have just a straight up download for it. Luckily, it only takes a minute to find them all and download them all. It's not too bad, luckily.
If that.
Yeah, it's not too bad dealing with it. I did it. Now I did it. What are you doing, Lost?
I turned off your input from the outside, so I'm cleaning out your input so you don't have to deal with anything more coming down and in. There you go.
Lost, I'm almost done. I'm like, you're touching my stuff when I'm almost done. All right.
Ook.
You're like, okay. So you have a 2. Perfect, okay. It would literally be like this. And then a warehouse right there. And then here, we yank you 2 up and go like that. So this would give us 1, 2, 3 on the inside. And then from here, I can still balance out as I choose, just like this. Which I do think is a good idea. I swear Lost is touching my stuff when I'm not looking. Lost, are you touching my stuff?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, and yeah, it would give me the 12 with even distribution. I technically could get 5 buildings across with 2 buildings for feeding and 1 putting up in each. Right, yeah. I do like this idea. But we're gonna set this up and let it run. Whoop. And then you guys can still be allowed to have your 2 like that.
Let me know when you're ready for me to start sending more ore into you.
Hang on one sec. My only issue I'm going to run into... Is that close enough for all of them? No, I'd need to be over by 1. That still is plenty of space. Yeah, I do like this. So I do like this a lot. I do like this this way you have this designed. I like it. This was a very good recommendation. I like it. And what I'll do is I'll literally just let all 8 inputs just do their thing. Because ultimately it's going to be based off of a buffer chest up here anyway. Like, no joke, there might be a chest like this. Yeah, this guy's going to be completely full, though. Yeah. Basically what it's going to end up being is the train port is going to feed into one of these suckers. I'm literally going to have it be like that. That's what I want them to add next on the Factorio 2 mod, is a way to have, like, trains be able to pull in on the middle of the building. So, like, you know how... Got a lag
And
first.
everything's updating.
Well, it was just me. All it was is I pressed R to see the inputs and outputs on one of my Factorio buildings, and it lags every time it does that. Anyway, if they just made it so you could put a train port right there on any of the 3 sides, like an input-output for trains, oh my gosh, this would be the coolest mod ever. But yeah, I do like this. I do like this idea. I think it's great. Oh my gosh, someone else has followed. Darkmail76 has followed. Thank you, good sir. And so y'all know, I know none of you know what that is from, but that is one of the funniest little kid things you'll ever see in your life. That little, like, laugh thing that happens. Super, super funny.
Oh.
It's from the 1920s Little Rascals. That's what that thing is from. Sent it? I'm going to assume you sent it on Discord.
Discord.
That looks complicated. You have 8 in. Ugh, the rebalancing is disgusting. See, that just drives me nuts. That's why I try to stay away from stuff like that. That was, ugh. The rebalancing on that alone was enough to make my head spin. Sweet, it's done.
Ready for the ore to come in?
Am I ready for the water to come in?
The ore?
Sure. Go for it. Okay, so this will let me do there.
There you go. All 8 lanes.
And then I like the idea of it just being on the left side here. So we'll go in. And then here's the fun part, because I built it this way on purpose. Just like that. I like it. It's even going to leave a nice big open spot right in the middle. Pretty legit. It's pretty simple and you like it. That is super... Would you rather have a balanced input or a balanced output? A balanced output, absolutely. Because the input is also going to be balanced. Because of the way it's going to be designed. On the other side... Let me show you. I'm going to have, ultimately, one of these on the outside, too. So literally it's going to be, the trains are going to dump into one giant warehouse, and then that one giant warehouse is then going to dump in as the input. And then, let's see. Yeah, you have 7K in you. The ideal idea is to have a balanced input and a balanced output, and then the rest just fills in naturally. But this will do the same thing anyway. Because it's going to be one input feeding in, and then one
only
output
4
feeding
in right
out.
now.
Well, right, but I'm only halfway done.
I know, I just realized that.
Alrighty. Let's do that and get that guy empty and out of the way. Oh, which reminds me. These guys...
I shut up the input on that side.
Oh, don't worry, I cut it off on the inside, it's fine.
Alright.
Awesome. What's the
Yes,
problem with my
everything
system?
is.
I'm not mad or anything. I just want to improve my game. It's very complicated. Wrath. That's the only thing I'm really saying about it. Your balancing system is fine. It's great. It works. It's just very complicated. Yeah, the simpler you can make it, the easier it is. That's the biggest thing. Try to make it as big as you can and as simple as you can. Or
this way you can
as
scale
small as
bigger.
Yeah, you just want it to be as efficient as possible. The more efficient you have it, like the more space, the more item you can hold, and the faster and more efficiently you can disperse it, the better. That's all I'm saying. Your system works just fine. It really does. It's just a little complicated, you know? I'm looking at like multiple, like 3 different colors of belts all overlapping each other to go, and your entire system is this big in a building that's this big, you know? Endgame combat can't find this mod? Really? In the mod portal?
It might be named differently in the mod portal, if I remember correctly.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, King.
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
Not much.
How are we doing here? Oh, golly, we dumped a crap ton in that building. Yeah, we did. Here, we're gonna fix this.
Trevor, is this an open world that we can join in on?
Well, yeah. If you, well, you can join in on it. I mean, if you know the password, which last time I checked you did.
Yeah, do you mind if I jump in on with you?
Yeah, hop on in, man.
Alrighty. Let me fire up the computer, get cleaned up, get some stuff cleaned up.
Alrighty. See how far we can get.
I will work on you getting money. How's that?
Sure. I am never mad at more money in this game. Especially when
But I'm able to buy. If I do upgrade the money, I get first dibs on what I get to buy. Like if I need stuff, I'm buying it.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that.
You do know what our goal is, right? What we're trying to buy.
A terracoil. I'm not going to spend a billion.
We already got the terracoil.
You did? What are you trying to get now?
Right now I'm saving up for a world array, which is 1 billion, and I'm halfway there now.
Yeah, I'll probably spend at minimum or maximum $1 million.
Sorry, my bad. It's endgame combat, not endgame combat. Right? Yeah, you gotta love how they spell it. Wrath, do you know the password? Actually, I think you do know the password. Wrath, technically, you're on the in list. I mean, you play with me enough anyway. And so everybody knows, the more you hang out in my stream, and the more you get to know me, and the more like you participate in chat and like good ideas and good comments and everything, I do let like every single person here that you hear talking are people that have been watching my stream for like a couple months, and I let them play with me. Like, if you're around enough, I let you play with me. And that's just how that rolls. I mean, I absolutely play with my followers. I absolutely do. But I do like to, like, get to know you a little bit first. You know what I mean? So, like, if you stalk my channel for 3 months and never open your mouth once, I still might say no to letting you jump on. You know what I mean?
I accidentally had the mental image of someone playing the Jaws theme while they did that.
Doing what?
Stalk the channel.
Stalk the channel. Dun 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 dun. Channel gets swallowed. Oh my gosh. Hey, Lost.
What's up?
I might be sipping on aspartame. Good idea, so I will never be allowed. You, sir, will absolutely be allowed. You hang out and you say all kinds of good stuff. It'll just be a little bit. Is it a problem if you don't have a mic? No. Nope. Nope, just like I said, it just takes a little while. The more time you spend hanging out with the channel, the more likely I'll let you in. And the biggest thing is, as long as you give good ideas and you're nice and you're not, like, pushing, that's my biggest, like, no-no for my channel. Is if you jump in and try to just tell me how to play, like ultimately you come in and say everything I'm doing is wrong and try to just tell me how to play the game. If you do that, I don't let you play. That's like one of my biggest things. Is it's like I'm just playing.
Hey Trevor,
what's up?
I got some exciting news for you. You know that mod wormmus made for us, the Sky Factory mod?
Uh-huh.
You know Zisto, the YouTuber that plays Factorio?
No. I have no idea who that is.
If anybody knows who Zisto is using the mod that we created.
Which one?
Gave wormmus an idea for.
Which one?
The Sky Factory one. Did
wormmus complete it?
I don't know, but he said he was using a mod like that, so I figured it was the one that we helped design.
No. That one, there was already one that kind of did it, but it wasn't the one.
Wormmus was trying to improve on it.
Yeah, wormmus was trying to make a new and improved version of it. Wormmus didn't like the fact that the original version already gave you like 2/3 of the stuff. Oh, the tweaks for Cagorathe, that one's actually in my Discord. If you guys, so right at the bottom of my video there, right down here at the bottom is the Discord. If you go to that Discord, it's pinned in the Metalheads, Factorio Metalheads
No,
channel.
it's not.
Is it not?
It's one that wormmus. It's in the Z's.
Oh, pardon me. It's Knights Who Say Z. That's where it is. Pardon me. Yeah, it's pinned in Knights Who Say Z. Pardon me, not Factorio Metalheads. My bad. But yeah, everybody that like hangs out and watches the channel, you are all invited to that Discord. Here we go. Now this one's empty. But yeah, everybody that watches my channel and like hangs out, you are all invited to my Discord. Alrighty, so now let's do... Oh, I just realized I don't have enough of these.
Big warehouses?
Yeah, I think I'm short a couple, but that's okay.
All I got are the smaller ones.
So last night, until like 4 o'clock this morning, I was playing Endless Legend, trying to get a couple of the more achievements, and come to find out I didn't get the achievements because
You just streamed it.
No, I didn't stream it. No, I just
No,
didn't.
You dreamed it.
No, I played it. No, the problem was the achievements were ones that I wasn't paying attention to what they required or whatever. And so literally I got to the point where I'm like, alright, I beat the game, I did everything I need to, why didn't I get the achievement? And I looked, and some of the, like the one achievement contradicted the other one, so like if you did the one, you couldn't get the other, and if you did the other, you couldn't get the other. So I had done one thing in each one that disabled the other one, so I accidentally did both of them. So I was like, crap. J12 Choco Green, it's at the bottom of the screen there. Like
Hey,
it says,
Trev.
like it says Game Wisp over here by me, Amazon over there. Right in the middle it says Discord, and then it gives you the tag. All you do is jump in that, and it takes you to my Discord channel.
Trevor.
What's up?
I'm not seeing the game on multiplayer.
Refresh. It should just say Cagorathe's game.
Not seeing it.
Well,
Browser.
did you search for it?
Yeah, I'm searching for it.
Because it's there. I mean, Lost is in, and I didn't.
I found it there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not blind. No, you're good, man. I have my bottom left warehouse one tile too far to the left. I don't think so.
No, it's lined up the way it mirrors.
I'll say it looks right.
What version of Factorio are you guys? Hold on, let's check that.
1536. And we're just waiting on one. We're just waiting on one warehouse, and then my brain just shut down. Where is he? Sut. Thank you so much for recommending this. I like this idea. It's a much cleaner, more streamlined thing than what we were doing, and it uses way less express loaders, which is also nice.
Fact 1536.
Yes, sir.
I was on 34 for some freaking reason.
Yeah, we just have it set on the last one. Meh, didn't look right. So it looks okay. It's at least trying, right? That's the important part. It's at least trying to look right.
Well, it could be the graphics are just slightly off too.
It's true, yeah. They did do the lighting, so the light is on the left side of the, and it's darker on the right, so that doesn't help either.
You can always double check by pressing F3 and gridding it.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It looks grand. Oh, which reminds me, how are we doing in copper? I think I chopped it off at the top, which is good. The problem is, this is gonna take a minute. That's the problem, because these guys are completely full. Yeah.
Being out here before my bots try to bombard me.
Your bot's already jacked a ton of it. We've already got harsh things to say about your bots. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Keep it simple, right?
Roads.
Which means I'm going to keep you around, man, because you give good advice. Ooh. That layer is done, too. Which is good, because we might be able to... Oh, shoot. I need more. These warehouses take forever to build.
Do they take to make anyways?
Your Factorio crashed while you installed the missing mods? I didn't do it! Ooh. We're actually clearing out a healthy amount of this, which is nice. I'm really tempted to just buy these because they take forever to build. Stop it! Oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh my. See, now I have way too many... Okay. Hang on. Let's dump all those. Let's dump all the extra of those. I only ever want maybe 150 of these in my inventory. Don't need the wood. Don't need the extra 10,000 gears.
Yes, you do.
Dump a couple of those. Okay, so now let's come here, and we're going to say warehouses. Warehouses, and I want 10.
Their houses.
Never mind, I want their houses, their castle. We're going to buy 20 of them. Alright. Wrong building. Alrighty. You. Let's continue to rip you up. Rip you a new one. There we go. Good advice that made you sigh so many times, like Terracoil, World Array, and a few other things that made me frustrated. It's true, some of them made me quite frustrated, not gonna lie. Although I did just, off stream I got the Terracoil. Last night Lost and I played for another hour after the stream, and bought a Terracoil. That was nice.
Sorry, for a moment it sounded like you said we fought a Terracoil.
Yes, we did. It was gnarly, and it had the nastiest teeth you would ever did see. Them Terracoils, man, you gotta watch out.
They're vicious.
They're vicious. They're angry, that's what they are. Okay. Problem is, we have this many that are full. So, yeah. Just gonna cheat some up here real quick. That'll give me just a little more edge here to pull it out. There we go. Lovely. And I'll just let these do their thing.
I'm gonna ask her.
Right here. They're tasty. What are tasty? Who? What? Who? What? Who? What?
Who's tasty?
Have a good time waiting, right? It's a healthy amount of ore that we're waiting to move right now, but this design is much, much cleaner. And it's like a 25% increase in how much space we're getting to. Finally got all the mods? Good man. Okay. I got 230 stinking stuff. Well, we're up to 500 million. It's like the cheesiest, cheapest way to make money in this game.
Steam.
Yep. Yes, sirree, bubby.
What's my spending limit?
Your spending limit?
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Okay.
But you gotta still allow me to have enough money to buy the stuff that I want. Just saying. Wow, you lazy? No, I used to like have other legitimate ways of making money, but things have changed. Just
Priorities.
Just a little bit. Yeah, priorities have shifted just a little bit.
No, I say the easiest way to make money was the hyper modules. Buying a bunch of level 1s.
That's true.
Putting them in a chest.
You buy, well, what you do is you buy like 5,000 level 1 hyper modules when you're like at level 50. You buy 1,000 level 1s, level it up to level 51, and then sell them all, and you'd make like 600 million. Yeah. That was the cheesy way. Make more steam arrays. Possible for you to quickly talk about how to start after the mods. So basically what I do when I play is I start up, you know, normal starting base, and I build a double line of like the, where are they? You grab your regular I go immediately to electric steel furnaces. That's what I do. And so I'll set up 10 steel furnaces, or 10 electric furnaces, 10 electric furnaces, you know, one row of ore in the middle,
Iron.
and then like I'll set that up so I'll have 2 of those next to each other that are iron, and then one on the side that's copper. And then that's enough to set you up green science and red science, plus auto-making belts, auto-making gears, auto-making circuits. From there, you leave that and set it up to like auto-make your science. And then once that's all set up, you leave that. And then you step to the side, and then you start doing what I was doing here. So like up here, before I destroyed it, in previous episodes, if you look, you'll see it. But yeah, up here I had all this set up, and it was building everything, and it was auto-building, like, see, it was auto-building circuits, it was auto-building all these goodies and everything. And then I had it shipping up here and producing the sciences and running. So like I had red science, green science, plus a couple other little things going on up here. And that's how I was doing it. Okay, I have some mod mismatch. Do I need to update some mods? Make sure you update all your mods. Well, to be fair, I don't know if there were any updates in the last 24 hours because I haven't updated since yesterday. So the other thing that you're going to have on as far as mismatches is there's a couple mismatches on like the bio industries mod. I have the bio cannon turned off, and then the the fast furnaces, everything is turned on. Those are the other 2 mismatches, Wrath, that you'll probably run into. Anyway, what were you saying? Higley, what were you saying?
I was saying, what is your is it auto research? Is it, what's the exact one on that one?
Oh.
Just auto research? Is that what it's called?
Hang on, let me check. Auto research is what it's called. Oh my gosh. How do you say that? Isotiro. Isotiro. I think that's right. Thank you so much for the follow, good sir. It's been a good day, man. Glowy iron. Isn't it great? Got glowy iron. We got glowing copper. Well, it's not. I don't think it glows when it's on the belts.
Too bad. That would be pretty cool if it did.
Oh, yeah. The other thing I just realized is our iron patch is, or our copper patch is officially mined out. Note, though, that lead does not glow.
Because it's not in the mod pack.
Because it's not in the pack, yeah. And then, it's laggy. And then over here, we've got glowy ore right here. I'm going to repeat because I need the info. What do you have turned off in bio industries? Also, do I have bottleneck? Yes. Oh, yes. Add bottleneck. That was one that I accidentally deleted and then reinstalled. Excuse me.
What?
You punks.
Which punks?
To not do that. Now, so all y'alls know that are like playing along with the mod pack or the mods I'm using, the Darkstar Utilities has a very serious lag issue, which is in theory getting worked on, but has not been updated yet. So you know. So like if you hover certain buildings and things, it will lag fairly hard on you. So you know. So like for example, if you hover turrets, like if you look at the upper right, my frames per second, UPS, it drops down to 23, which literally, if you're playing multiplayer like I am, for me, if I do it, it lags everyone else, which is
yes, it does,
which is very, very funny. I just realized. Oh, there we go. Just picking up some of that chitness plate. The tweaks for Cagorathe is one that wormmus made for me, and it makes it so that That one is not in the mod portal. That one is in my Discord chat. So like the Discord, right? Oh, my thing doesn't. Over there, right there. In the middle of the screen, there's my Discord channel. If you join the Discord channel, and then look at Knights Who Say Z, there's a pin there for that mod. And basically what it does is the Darkstar Utilities, 2 of our laser mines are dry. Yeah, that's fine. 3 of them, actually. The Darkstar Utilities adds this chitness plating, which allows you to make super green biters. Yeah, super biters that you can then set loose on the enemies. And the chitness plating takes like 1,000 chitness plating per giant green guy. And then...
You know, Trevor, I just thought of something.
What?
Since you have the Armageddon mod on, and you're trying to wall off your base, why don't you just buy or build a bunch of those guys and just have a giant wall around your base and have those guys running around inside your base?
Like have them inside my base?
Yeah, the
like
green.
like have them be like my pets? They're like my watchdogs?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. I might actually do that.
That actually sounds kind of fun too.
Well, the idea is I'm eventually going to have... It's going to be set up where there's going to be like these giant like highways in between the building sets, and then the building sets are going to have lasers. Pretty
and I know that.
And that way, and I'm setting it up this way because of the Armageddon mod. The Armageddon mod says that eventually little bases
happen.
Yeah, little bases are going to pop up inside my base of aliens and sit there and spawn. I know Bottleneck isn't on the mod list. It's because I forgot to add it. It was an afterthought one that I had like set my list up, and then I added it because I was like, wait, something's missing. Oh dear, something's happening. Are we leveling up again?
Yep.
Because they get in the way. Oh yeah. We have a certain mod or two that makes it. Oh. It's a good thing we're not dropping Lost or anything, huh?
Dropping me on what?
Oh, it just says I'm dropping you because we're waiting for the hyper module to level up.
There we go.
There we go. Tried to breathe. Trust me, biters running around and get in the way of your building. Yes and no. The idea is once it's like an established area that's built and doing its thing, I won't care. And ultimately, where it's a walled area, I'll literally just have like a green biter just running around. I'll have a couple green biters just running around in this trench. I'll just let them do their thing. See, right here we've got lead. I was going to tweak this, I just remembered. Hang on. Right here, we were going to tweak it. We were going to go... like that. We were going to do that, I just remembered. Incoming lag!
No!
It tries to drop you every time I do that. That's funny. Some of our mods that we're using are a little gnarly.
Janky.
So why'd you take Power Armor Mark 3 off, Trev?
Say what?
Why'd you take Power Armor Mark 3 off?
Because I have 2 other mods that add power armor.
Okay.
That's why. How do you guys like my Yoda blanket that like disappears? It's because apparently Yoda is green. Isn't that weird?
Who would have known?
Why? Are you trying to look it up? Oh, it's called Spartanops. That's the... Well, Spartanops is the one we were doing last night. Thermosnake is joining the game. Oh, hey, and our internet's kerplooting. There we go. Don't put any trains in there. I'm not sure if the bug like the any and then they turn hostile and they take friendly damage or get stuck. I don't think so. As far as I know, they should be fine. Thermo Snake has joined the game. I was still waiting to see if we were going to get lost in here or not. Or not lost, Devlin. Invited him, but he didn't respond. Warframe has stolen that kid's soul.
Huh? That was a while ago. I don't know. What is Loki sitting up there with you? Alright, this should be the last thing that I need to fix or tweak to get in.
You're talking about Halo Reach. And we were playing the little ones. My game computer doesn't like other people joining my world. Mine doesn't mind too much. My computer can handle it fairly well.
What was the most we had in there at one point?
Most people?
Yeah.
6 or 7. But that was just me hosting it on my computer. The problem is I can't really do a server with this because I run. I can't really run a server because I don't have, or I change my mods too often.
Because he can't keep his mind straight about it.
Well, I never said that. I just said I like to tweak up my games. Okay.
Every time I try to join you to play, you always have 1 or 2 mods added.
I always add mods. But that's part of the fun. I love tweaking up my game. Hey, the giant ore patches that were right here are officially gone. We had a giant copper and stone patch right here, which is now in that building and in these buildings. That's why this is so huge, is we had a giant copper patch right here, a giant copper patch right here, and both of them are now in this building. Thus why it's in the way of us doing other stuff. Stoofs. So, which I've got the goodies in my inventory for. Hey, Higley is downloading the... Higley? Oh, that's... Okay, sorry. I was thinking Devlin. Higley is catching up. So that puts us at what? 5 people in right now?
3.
No, Lost is here too, isn't he? Oh, that put us at 4 people right now in. Because we got Thermo Snake, Higley, me, and Lost. What?
You definitely did upgrade it.
Upgrade what? Oh,
my water.
Oh, my Steam? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I upped it for a bit. That's so funny to watch. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, Lost is here.
Oh.
Kind of.
Kinda. I'm back.
Alrighty. All I gotta say is whatever you guys are doing, don't touch too much stuff. That's all I gotta say. Don't touch too much stuff. I need a... Hang on. I need this guy. I need 3, 2, 3, 2 MK2 beacons. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go MK2, and I need 2, and then I need... What was it? Speed 3? Speed 3, and I need 2. And then I need... efficiency 5 wasn't quite right. And there goes all our money. Woohoo.
What the hell did we just get?
Stop swearing in my stream.
Sorry.
Don't swear in my stream.
Sorry. What the crap did you just get?
I bought stuff. It's my world, dang it. I can buy what I like.
Power Armor Mark 4 is the last thing somebody bought.
Power Armor? Who bought Power Armor?
No, Terratech Power Armor.
Oh, I was going to buy one, but I never bought it. Hey, Wrath, the Tesla coil... Yeah, the Tesla coil acts like a power thing. Here's the problem, though. It's a little finicky the way it's set up because they don't, like, talk to each other. It's whatever power is being produced within the Tesla coil's reach is what power it provides. It's kind of finicky in that respect. It needs to be updated in that respect. But yeah. Hang on a sec here. I need something. I just bought something and I'm looking for it and I don't see it. So I'm a little bit confused. Did I not grab it? No, I didn't. How am I doing here? Trying to talk and hiccup at the same time? Doesn't work well. It's what I get for drinking a Monster while streaming.
You monster!
You're a monster! Eat me! Not gonna lie, it's my favorite line on that show. Alright, I'll talk. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! I can do it a lot better than that. I'm too tired to do it correctly. Alright, let's see here. Right there. And then we're going to give this one a... Oh, yeah. A speed module. Because that's 50% speed, right? 40% speed. Sure. And then we're going to do a speed 6. Oh my gosh, what are these? I thought the other one was a minus. Hang on a second. I feel like I have been lied to. It needs a power line reach of at least 20, so it's easier to network them together. Yeah, it's true. They are... I'm a little confused here. Why on earth... I feel like I've been lied to. In here, these guys are liars, is what I'm finding out. These tier 5s that say they're minus 80. Because the tier 5s say they're minus 80. The tier 6s say they're minus 80. The tier 5s aren't pulling that much out. If I drop one of those and then check... Okay, see, now it says I'm at minus 4%. Was there really? Well, that's cool. Hey, everyone, there was a mountain lion next to our airport this morning. It's a big kitty. What are you?
Big fluffy kitty?
You're a speed 3. What are you? You're a speed 3. I am so confused. This one has minus 4%. If we drop 2, minus 36%. If we have 3, minus 68%. And that's 3. And that's a Beacon MK2 with laser forges, yes? Yes. So if we go over here, it's a Beacon. We're at minus 74 with 1. Something's not right here. They both have a speed module 3. They're both laser forges. You guys, something's wrong.
Only something?
And I don't understand.
Well, it's time for me to jet, so I will try to be back in a bit.
After it's over so we can shoot things?
We'll see.
Okay, hopefully. Hopefully we can shoot things here in a bit.
Take care.
See you, man. Alright, so that's good there. Let's try this again. So we're going to add one of you. Oh! Doi.
Hey Trevor, what what do you press to get the arrows on the side of the factories?
R. You hover over it and click R. I was wondering why it was so dang efficient. Come to find out. By the way, it also tries to drop everyone when you R. Because it might be a little finicky. All right, bots, we got too many bits in our inventory. Let's dump all that crap. I was very confused there. Did I take the modules out of forges in one of the buildings? That was what it was. This side, I didn't have the modules in them. this side, the modules were still in the forges. I was wondering, because I was like, I'm putting one in, and it's already saying that it's, like, perfect. And I'm like, there's no way that's right. But anyway, this saves us a lot of money and space by doing it this way. Although it's only minus 68%. My bad. But anyway. So that looks good there. What's our power usage here? 9 megawatts for that building. Nice. And then, tell me about yourself up here. We need to do something here for this building, because it's not going to keep up. I mean, it's a lot of copper. It's a lot of copper. It's a lot of copper. These are the fastest drills, or forges. These are the fastest forges I can get. What if I did... It would be expensive. Let's try it. Hang on. Actually, here. Here we go. What I want to look for is these guys. I'm just saying, but that looks kind of hot. I'm sure it costs an arm and a leg. That ain't too bad. It only costs 300 million. Okay, where's my sell chest? Because I got too many of these now, and I don't need them. We'll sell you guys. We'll sell you guys. There we go. Wait, I'm confused. We have one red and one green set up to produce. It's kind of funny. It's really kind of funny. So you guys know we're playing for another 25 minutes, then we're shutting it down.
What?
Take a look at what it takes to make. Well, first I got to research it, which is fairly severe. 1 level 24 plus 30 module components plus 5 microprocessors. And then each of these takes the tier underneath it with module components and microprocessors. So...
We'll see how much I can start making with my building.
Microprocessors take one of each of those, plus 10 gold plates and a microprocessor. And a microprocessor is one of each. So it's one of each, and then 10 gold plates plus that piece. Okay? And then it's just a crap ton of those, plus the lower tier. Yeah, 30 module components, plus microprocessors. And that's literally what it takes for every single one after that. Alright, that's fine. Where are you at? Oh. Now, so you know, Higley, before you get too far into that project, MK3 buildings have a maximum power.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
What's the maximum power, Trev?
50 megawatts.
Yeah, come here.
What?
I'm at 2 gigawatts right now. 5 gigawatts, 100 gigawatts, 20.
No, you're at 80 kilowatts.
You press, so shift R on that arrow right there.
How do you increase the power limit? What do you do to do that?
You shift R on the arrow, and it increases the power limit to everything in there.
So is it based off of what's currently is it based off of what's currently in it, or how's that work?
It just puts, so whatever you have in it, so if you need more power, say you need more power in that building.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not? It's up on the top one. There it is.
Control rotate to decrease max throughput. Control shift rotate to increase. Versus control rotate. That is kind of a helpful thing that no one ever mentioned about this mod.
I tried mentioning it to you.
You've never mentioned this to me once. I would have remembered. 10 gig, 20 gig, 50 gig, 100 gigawatt. Yeah, you've never mentioned that to me, ever. I would have done a lot more things with my bases if I had known that. Because, yeah, there's been a lot of things I haven't been able to do because of that. Where is my... And I want to see. That just regulates how much power you want the building to allow. Oh. See, no one ever tells me these things. I had a little
I thought
building.
you knew.
No.
I have the little building.
See, no one tells me anything about stuff like that.
The little building's down a little bit of ways, Trevor, that you can... Do we have accelerated pumps by chance?
No, I was buying those. Okay, so you guys are feeding in. You guys are kind of feeding in. What's going on here? Oh, there's no building there. That might explain a lot. Here, let's fix that. Nice.
Sorry.
So that increases there. That building is set. How are we doing here? This guy's being fed into by both of these two little ones, which is being fed into this little one.
Electric.
It's a tooltip. Hey, Pugman, how you doing? See, no one ever tells me stuff like that about the buildings.
What else do you want to know about them?
Is there anything else they can do? Like, that's helpful like that? Because no one... Like, I downloaded the mod and I just played it. And I was just like, oh, 50 megawatts is my limit. And so I would make it work with 50 megawatts. And that was it. Because no one ever told me that it was different. And it never said anything about it either. So I was just like, this is what it's going to be. Alrighty, where's my laser drills? Let's set you up. I want one there, one there. We're going to get rid of you.
Whoa.
We're going to set you right there. Just like that.
Thermal. Snake.
Pretty legit. Alright, and then I want...
Thermal. You got a chest on you? I'm gonna make a iron chest. You put these all down.
Except for I wanted to do it this way because we're going to be sending one extra through here. Oop. So you're going to go down, and you're going to go over one, and you're going to go over one, and you're going to... There we go. Just like that. And then we're going to set you two to have two more out. Sorry about that chat delay. You're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Ooh. Okay. And then you're feeding in there, you're feeding in there, and you guys have an extra 70 mil, a little over 70 mil, or 70, pardon me, 70,000, not mil, 70,000. And you guys are going in there, which is going in here, which is then going in here, which is then going in here. Lovely. How are we doing here? 27K. See, and the funny thing is, because it's pulling out equally, it's going in equally and pulling out equally. These are ultimately going to stay as they are as long as this is pulling out as fast as it is. It's only as it starts to try to back up that it'll actually do any more or less. Literally until these all fill up completely in here. Although, I could technically run some stuff in here as well. No productivity modules? Nah. I'm not worried about that at the moment. With how big the base is going to be and everything, I'm really not too worried about that. Besides, I never am producing enough of anything to really care about that. At least not too much. You feel incredibly useless? Dude, you're welcome to just walk around. I have no problems with you just walking around. Because technically, I'm not really in a huge hurry to make things happen on this world. Like, things are going to happen. It's going to be a big world. It's going to be really pretty when it's done. That's the idea. But it's going to take time, and that's fine. Like, this is going to be one of those, like, 200-hour worlds, I'm sure. And that's just fine with me. I gotta remember what I was doing here. You guys are at 1 million apiece. I was going to set up a spot to start with sciences, and this was the part I was confused on because I was trying to remember how I wanted to set this part up. Because this is my bus. My bus is right here heading this way. Problem is, directly up, I was going to set up oil right here, but I might not actually do that. I might do it a little differently. So let's rip that up. Because that's all a bunch of stuff we don't need anymore. So we're going to rip that up. We're going to rip right here up, and I'm going to go start actually building stuff here. Because all of that is gone, and I'm almost to the point where all of this is gone too, which is what I'm super, super excited for. How's our copper looking? Is it starting to empty out a little bit? Yes, it is. Where are we at here? Oh, you're pulling up. That's why. Okay. I was like, this isn't really moving much, and that's okay. So let's grab you, pick you up. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was not going to be happy there. Okay.
I wonder how much steam we'll be producing. Because I know I'm at 21.8. Let's see. Next you.
I have an empty large? Yeah, I do. I'll pick it up. I love how that doesn't make any sense to me. I tell my bots to rip something up, and someone else's bots activate instead of my own. I think my bot should activate first. Just saying. I'm okay with his bots activating, but I think that mine should pick up first. Not auto have someone else pick up my crap. A serious bug in the way that's set up. Okay. You guys are going nuts up here, and that's just fine. How are you? You're empty. Let's get you out of the way.
Trevor?
What's up?
I have something cool to tell you.
You have some what?
Come check this cell container over here.
Cell container?
Yeah, the cell.
Are you talking about this fuel, or the steam one here that's full?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to look at it when you're in it.
I just shifted it to 12 hours.
It's filling up pretty quick. 29, 30, 31, 32, 35. Wow, someone just did something that lagged us pretty hard.
I bought a little bit of stuff.
Oh.
Just to finish it all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's cooking. You want to hop in and check it out?
Hang on. I need to figure out how I'm setting this up. So we've got... Don't know how I want to set this up.
One. Last year someone. Yes.
So if I set it up this way... Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. If we run it all here for coal... Coal can be one that we just bring one right here. So right here, if we have our coal train come in right here, and then we can have a lead train here, but we need to also be producing. So that one will come in from the other side, and then there's going to be one directly underneath it. Okay. So I need a laser. We're going to put a laser right there. Let's rip that up and rip that up. Okay, and then we're going to grab this guy. Like that. Okay, so this one's going to be lead plates. This one's going to be gold plates. And then I need to finish hacking up this. So let's grab our drills. Let's put one there. I'm lagging hard. It's great. Can I get away with 2 there? Yes, I can. Like that. And then... Oh, and this is where I just realized that I need and don't have some efficiency modules. Here. These guys are minus 80s, so if I put 1 there, what does that put you at? Minus 10? If I give you 2, what does that put you at? Minus 80. Nice. Which is good, because we kind of pollute like crazy with these suckers. Alrighty. Alright, so this is looking good so far for the bus. The lag is real. It is. It's certain things. If I hover certain buildings, everyone else feels the lag. And that's just because that mod lags, and it's not fixed yet. So hopefully it'll be fixed in the near future. Alright, so I have you 3 here. Stone needs to come down as well, I just realized. So stone needs to come down like here. Which means... Let me grab this. Because from here, we would grab you. 3. Whoop. And then we would go... there. I think. Because this will be iron, copper, coal, and then... Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is here... It's 6 across. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so if we divide it out this way, if we divide it this direction, this is going to allow us to do... So we have iron and copper there. We'll have coal. There's going to end up being 3 here. The 2 I can fit in normally. But what if I did it that way instead? Okay, so actually... I love how I just did this and now I'm changing it again. That's okay. So that'll go that way, and then we're going to set these guys up. Oop. Just like this. Guess how fast this sucker's gonna fill up. Pretty good. Alright, how are we doing down here? This one is what? Completely full or pretty darn close? Yeah, pretty darn close. And then this one will be out pretty quick. Okay, because basically what we're gonna have here is this one is gonna be stone, and then this one is gonna be, or this is gonna be stone bricks, this one's gonna be stone. Right there. And then we're going to have coal. Efficiency modules? I mean, as long as you're offering, man. Just use that, huh? Nice. I'll take them. I will absolutely take them. Here, let's yank you up. And then, where'd my drill go? Drill. And then we're going to put one there and one there. Just like that. And then we're going to put a drill right here into one of them. And then we're going to go just like that. And one laser drill is feeding that many out. Nice. Thanks, Wrath. Alright, so those are good there. How are we doing here? Yeah, that one's almost out. That's almost out there.
Why is it so much?
Okay, once this guy runs out, we'll stick him a little bit closer on the bottom here.
When did you get your ticket?
Just like that. Ooh. There's a little bit of coal up here. Let's do that. And then just like that. What we're doing is we're shoving this guy completely full and only have 3 coming out. My bad. Oh. Let's at least fix this part here. Really, as soon as this guy's done, we'll be able to feed it in better anyway, but... Whoop, that is the wrong way. Let's try that. Okay, so we are still moving vast amounts of resources. You're done. Nice. And then a walloping 700. Oh. My bad. Okay. So it's able to handle just over 3 belts worth. Just barely over 3 belts worth. All right, now you're done. Are you done? You're done. Nice. Let's put one right there. How are we doing here? Because there's a lot of ore we're going to be pushing into that one. Yeah. The problem is what we need to have it set up as is like a train hub kind of thing right here. But you two are going to be coming in from up here. Okay, and you guys are already set up. Pardon me. Okay, so let's set this up. It's 1 off from the top, 1 off from the bottom. And then this one, like that. And then you're empty, so we can yank all you out. Gotta go for now. Great stream. See you in the next one. Yeah, for sure, Thermosnake. I'll catch you later, man. And then this one, we're literally waiting on a crap ton of coal to move from there to here. Also, glad I helped. Oh, for sure, man. I'll catch you later. Coal is a weird one because I'm trying to decide how I want to have that set up. Unless I'm mistaken, this is all my resources. We've got iron, copper. This one's going to be stone bricks, stone, coal, and then we have 2 more down here. And let's keep doing that. Yeah, because it's going to end up being way down here. It's going to be a fun base. It's going to be big. Very big. question is, do we have power down here? Yes, sir. Don't know how much further down we have power, but we have power down there. So at this point, let's come here, and we're going to go 3, and then right there. Okay. Because one of these is going to be gold, one of these is going to be lead. So we're going to have gold and lead right here. Ooh, tiny forest, right? Wait, what? You know this song? I don't think you know this song. Dutch Minecrafter? I don't think you know this song. Someone touched my stuff is what I'm finding out here. Well, song gone long ago. Oh. I was like, what? Oh, 5 minutes ago? I was wondering because the one that just barely played was my song. I did that one. So I was like, I don't think you know that one. What do we have in here that's weird? It says there's coal in here? 1 coal at the very end. Alright. I guess that works. Alrighty.
I hope you don't mind. There's 3 drills out, so I reorganized them and repurposified them.
That's fine. As long as they're plugged in and mining, I don't care.
Okay.
What do we have for time? Yeah, I'm going to hop off here in a minute. Just want to establish this last bit here. And then I'm hopping off for the day. Or probably. I might do some... If you guys are interested in watching, I've been doing a lot of Sniper Elite 4 lately. A lot of Sniper Elite 4 lately. And I might play some more of that tonight. Otherwise, I would be playing Endless Legend, because I'm doing all... I have 2... Technically, there's 3 achievements left in Sniper Elite 4 that I don't have, and that's Beat It on Beat It on Authentic with no saves, Beat It on Authentic Plus with no saves, and then 1 hidden one that I don't know what it is yet. And then Endless Legend, I'm only like halfway done with the achievements, but I'm getting there. So, but anyway, I want to get this finished and set up. And we'll see. The base is ultimately going to be going left for the most part. But basically what you guys see right here, there's going to be another one of these kind of things down here. At the very bottom for lead and gold. There's going to be a lead and gold down here. That way, instead of having, like, our pollution, huh? Instead of having, like, 11 different trains coming in all up here, there's going to be 1, 2, 3 different trains up here, and then there will be 2, 3 trains down here. There'll be a lead, a gold, and a coal train down here, and then everything up here. Can I do an Endless Legend stream? Absolutely. Where you find gold? I may or may not find gold, sadly. From what I understand, there is a certain issue. Whoops. There's a certain issue that makes it so that gold doesn't spawn correctly. So most people have to cheat it in. I have the, oh my gosh, Jenna Volkov has followed. Thank you. The one that I can tell is that I've been using my quarries for gold because I have yet to find a patch of legit gold anywhere. Like, see, we got, whoa, what the heck is my mouse doing? Here, let me fix that. How the heck did I do that? There's like 75 hairs. It's the beauty of having cats.
Agreed.
There we go. But anyway, for some reason gold does not spawn naturally, which is why I have the that one mod, the Quarry mod in particular. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes here pretty quick. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it a day for this, at least. You want me to do an Endless Legend stream because you want to see what Endless Legend is about? I can do that. I'm done with this part. I was going to stream some Endless Legend here at some point, though. I'm just saying. Just saying, honey. I'm just saying. Oh, we're going to play Halo? even if we have to play it till 1 in the morning like we did last night. Anyway, gold and lead ore bug. Usually only one of the two will spawns because it's not balanced in the mod. Ah, what? Absolutely. We absolutely will do that. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to call it a day for Factorio. And, Suit, if you don't mind hanging on like 20 minutes, I might immediately jump onto an Endless Legend stream if you're interested. Keiko waifu is law. Sometimes. But yeah, I will be probably, if you guys are interested, I'll end the stream in about 15-20 minutes, maybe half hour at max. I will jump back on with Endless Legend. Super fun game. Absolutely love that game. And I've been getting achievements on it. So some of them are kind of hard, mainly cuz I done goofed the one pretty hardcore and it made me sad. So anyway, I'm done here. Leave a like, follow, subscription. As always, it's a pleasure, and I will be back on in about 15 minutes, 15 to 20. And here's the thing. Here's the funny part. Technically, I would almost end the stream and then immediately jump back on with Endless Legend. The problem is it's YouTube. YouTube makes it so when I end a stream and immediately start another one, it links them together as one stream. So if I end up doing it, yeah, if I end up doing the one stream, ending it, and then immediately starting the next one, instead of it being two 2-hour streams, it'll be 1 4-hour stream with 2 different games on it. It's like, so it's kind of annoying. I have to give it enough time to calm down. So anyway, I'm off for the day, and I will be back on doing Endless Legend here in about 15 to 20 minutes. Alrighty, so anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. As always, it's a pleasure. Leave a like, follow, subscription, leave likes. I like likes. Likes are cool. And I will catch all y'alls in a little bit.